Easy people, hope you're all well and safe out there. So I want to do something here that I've come across, or maybe you know this, maybe you don't, I don't know. Maybe you don't have an Akai Force and you're wondering, still on the fence. You're crazy if you're on the fence. Again, I say it and I'll say it again and again and again and again. I am not a fanboy of anything. They're all corporations. They make a profit regardless, right? But I have to say, this machine is ace. It's ace, and it's only going to get better. And I wish I could say more than that. I can't because it's illegal. But believe me, if you haven't got one of these, go get one, because I'm sure the money's going to go up soon. Sooner or later. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the DIY hip-hop chop shop. And what I mean by that is make your own chops using the Akai Force. So I'm going to try and be fast as I can with this. And I'm going to give you some tips what I've discovered of how you can make chops, and then you can use them to kind of come up with your own version of it. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do something a bit more hard, boom bap style. I don't know, primo-y maybe, I don't know, something like that, or RZA style type thing. Anyway, proper like hip hop. That's what I call it, proper hip hop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just traditional instruments, piano, maybe some strings in there, maybe a guitar, I don't know, bass, and we'll see. All right then, so let me try and do this fast by setting up some things that I want to use. So I'm going to go advanced, and because I'm going to use plugins, I'm going to have piano 1, strings 2, and then I'm going to do samples for the rest. So I'll do that. I'll do a kit for that, and why not an audio? Right? Why not? Why not? Right. So a couple of things, because we want to make it authentic, or kind of authentic, or whatever. I think, and this is me personally, I think a lot of good chops come from like old ballady type tunes. So 60s, 70s things are my groove anyway. I like 60s, 70s stuff. But anything ballady seems to really work well in my belief. So even though the tune's going to be probably 88 to 90 BPM, I'm going to bring this down to ballad speed, I don't know, 58. I'm going to bring it down to 58, and I'm going to take the quantize off and play it kind of freestyle. Now, there's one thing I'm going to say here, and you might see this moving onwards because I'm going to start advancing some of the stuff that I do on here, and I've added a keyboard to this. And the reason being is the Akai Force with a keyboard is like night and day. I mean, it's completely night and day. There's so much more you can do when you add a keyboard, just in terms of melody and hitting notes. For drumming, the pads are all right, but these pads are like, yeah, they are what they are. The advantage of these pads over the MPC is that there's more of them, and that comes into its own. It always does. The more pads you have, the more it comes into its own. There's certain things where, even though I'm a kind of like keyboard drummer-ish person, I've noticed that I find it better programming drums on the pads. I don't know what that's about. And I actually came from keys myself. But anyway, I digress. And then I'll show you some other advantages of having a keyboard on here as well. So let's get some sounds on first. I'm gonna do with speedy. So piano I'm gonna get, and I'll tell you what. I'll go with soft piano. Well, there's a vinyl piano. Let's see what that's like. Where was that? Vinyl piano. Let's see. Oh, right. I better get into. Yeah, that sounds like it's doing whatever it's doing. Let's do something else as well. I said strings, didn't I? 12-bit strings. What's that like? Yeah, that sounds like that's going to be something. Maybe I'll do another one. Maybe brass. No, well, I'll just do that. I'll keep it simple. And a bass. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a bass from a kit. And I'm going to go on one of the expansion kits here, where's a bit alright. I like that stuff. So one of these. Let's see. Let's get some sound on. That'll do. So I've got bass there, and anything else. Do you know what? 2 drum kits are better than 1. So let's choose another one, and I'll tell you what, I'll actually get one from a machine. No. Okay. How many of these drum kits have I got? I'll add one more in there. What the hey? Right. Okay, so I've got everything, I think. Yeah, I've got everything that I need for this thing. Right, let's start making something. So, make my life easy. I don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it just so that you can see how you can follow along. I'll go Note, Shift, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the MIDI input into filter snap. The difference between filter snap and filter to scale and snap to scale is snap to scale will show the other notes which are not right, but I feel that it's better if you use filter to scale because it'll help you on your playing. So for example, I'm pressing keys now and you can't hear out, and that's because it's in C major scale, so only the white notes work. And it's a way of learning how to play the keyboard as well, because you go, all right, well, that doesn't show. All right, I'll remember that. And you can start noticing the notes. And I say it, and I think everybody with any kind of bit of musical anything and will say it's good to start learning the scales, start practicing the scales, because you'll start to notice certain things connect together, and it'll help you when you're getting samples to lay with other samples and so on. So I'm going to go minor because I always like the dark mysteryness of stuff, and I'm just going to go D minor. There's no particular reason why I'm doing that. I'm just doing it for doing it. In fact, just to prove a point, I'm going to go E flat now. There. So now it's E flat. On all the notes what I'm going to play and not going to play. So let me try and do something. Obviously, like everything I do, I'm literally making it up out of like just blank. So let me find some notes. Okay, and then another go down. Oh, right, there we go. That'll do. And a bass note probably to hold it together. Yeah, something like that. It sounds discordant, but it's in tone, so. Now I'll do something a bit more musical, so. No, that sounds alright, that one. There we go. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So let's get that to there. Let me think how I'll play this first. Do you know what? We'll do an octave down. know what? We won't do it in one go. We'll do the chords first, and then we'll add the thing in next. All right, here we go. So. There we go. So we've got that all loose and baggy. Yeah, something like that. That's what we'll do. Here we go. 2, 3, and... Alright, we'll add some strings into that. So... That'll be part of it. Here we go. That bit. Oh, I didn't record it in. Oh. Let's see, is that right? Okay. Yeah, we'll have that. Anything else? What we'll have? Oh yeah, bass. So go back to you. Oh yeah, one thing you have to do, you have to turn off. Hopefully this is something they're going to resolve. You have to turn off this sometimes because it won't pick up the notes. So I'll use that one. Shift, edit that note. So now that's a key. I'll bring that back on. And, oh yeah, I'm on here, in it. Where is it? So now I just have to find the key for this. 2 notes will do. Dun, 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 dun. That'll do. And because, like I said, all of this is in scale, so it's easy for me not to think about what I'm doing, just hitting the notes. So dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that'll do. That's nice. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. Maybe that. Maybe one more note. that's it. So we've got all that. Maybe bring them strings down a little bit. They're not terrible, but bring them to the left a little. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so we've got our thing there. I was going to put a guitar in, but I'm not going to. Can add all that later if I want to. So next thing I'm going to do is go to looper. How long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 2 bars long. Put that there. Put that to resample. Put that in there. Hit play. So that's done. Make sure that it's on play, not on overdub, because if it goes around again, it'll start recording again. So I've got that, and then the only thing I need to do is export that to an audio track, which is, I can't remember, so I'll hold that. The audio track is number 5, so I go export, number 5, here we go. And I can export to there. I'm not using this track for anything else except to hold in place. So I'll clear that. Always remember to clear your looper because it'll play over the top. You don't want that. And because I already exported it, it's on the last thing that you did. So I can go to sample edit and I've got my sample there. So right, that's it. I'm cooking with gas, almost cooking with gas. One more thing I need to do is I'll tap that and I'll also put that to trim, chop. Before I do that, something they need to resolve, and then I'll write that in. I'll write a bug report about this. Sometimes it doubles the speed. So look at this, it's 116 and it's not 116, it was 58, so half of 116 is 58. So sometimes you might need to do that. So let's go back to the chop, and again I'm just going to go quickly at this because I'm into 17 minutes, but I'll be able to do it. So here we go, and we'll see what comes up. Let's have a think though first, because and another thing, put not snap on so I don't have any clicks. Clear that and bring that back to the beginning again. So I'm going to go. Well, I know I'll do it on the chop pianos. Something like that. So yeah, I'll have another one in there. There. So I'll go here, quickly put that in, zoom in, make my life a little easier to get it a bit tighter. Get that follow, switch it off for the more. Scroll that back a bit. That's alright. Bring that back. That's alright. Bring that back. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. That'll do. That'll do. Whatever that is. So I've got my thing now, so I'll zoom out. I don't have to zoom out, but just so you can see, I've got all my pieces there, and then I'm going to just convert that and do that. So now, on track 8, I've got this. I can get rid of anything that I don't want to use. So I'm going to keep the kits, I'll keep the audio. So I can get rid of that hip-hop bass. I don't need that. I'll keep that kit, I'll keep that audio. I'll get rid of the plugins. So that's it. So we've got our chop. Oh yeah, obviously. Remember to take off the... Oh, and now it's not going to do it, is it? Right, so I have to create... That's the only pane that I don't like. And I think I've wrote it in, but I'm going to write it in again if I haven't. Right, so now that's all right. So now I've got... Right, so that's great. So now I can speed back to the speed of a hip hop tune that I want to do. I'll turn on my correct because I like having time correction on. I can always move things if I don't like how they feel. I'll keep that swing there. And then there's one last thing that I want to do. And then I'm just going to change that. So I'm gonna go down because I want it to be darker. So I'll go 4 semitones down. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. So there you go. Straight off the top of my head that was, and I think that'll vibe. Quite like that. 2, 3, and... Right, the reason why I did a whole heap of them was I have what I call is chopped by random play. So what I did is I've done 2 bars different each time, and then I'll go down to 2 bar length, and then I can go through it, and anything that I hear, I think, yeah, that's the vibe. That's the one I can keep. So this was my first one. I'll go loop start, and I can play through it. That's alright, but that second part was alright. See, and I could probably half them and copy them over, but I'm gonna try and get this quite quick now. That's alright, but not quite. That's alright. That might be it. Just for now, but let's see. That's alright, that's nice. That one's a weird one, but let's see the last one. That's alright, but I think we'll have that. So where's these kids? Yeah, we'll have that. Don't know about that kit, but it's alright. We can change the kit. Here we go. And maybe faster. have that. So we'll have that. Here we go. 2, 7, 10. We'll mute them. We'll do a mute group for them. That and this mute grouping. That's it. And now, because we got that, we could go and we can just add, we can add whatever. So let's go back and we'll add, because it just popped in my head, pizzicato kind of thing. I think that would work, a pizzicato type thing. So, yeah, basically, that's how you can make your own tune out of your own sample chop. And you saw how ropey that was. I didn't even put any thought into that. If I would have, well, let me see if I can find where is that. It's a new sample. So I'll name it just so you can see. It's Chop, Tommy Chop. Chop Tom. So the original was, let's go to Chop, Slice All. This was this. So I could even start up, yo. You know how it is when we go door to door, start to explore, ramming and ripping, you wanna go to now. Yeah. So DIY hip hop chop shop. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. I'm not going to edit any of this. This is going to go out as full. And until next time, as I always say, peace.